You monkey mother. Okay, dude, we got this, bro. We got this, man. One mo for the one time, bro. For the one mo, bro. For the one mo. I'm not doing something right then. I'm not doing something right. I'm not sure what it is. The same thing happened with the last two videos again, where I go through the Bluetooth and then I turn it off and I check it, everything looks good, and then I go back through it again and then it's not. And because when I thought and I checked it and I fixed it and put the mic volume back on, it still didn't do it. It still didn't make a sound. And I don't know if it's because I didn't like turn the thing on long enough or what I did, but it didn't do it. I don't know. But man. But I'm cooling, dude. I'm freaking cooling, man. I mean, what else would I be doing right now anyway, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But really trying to make this video. Like, what else would I be doing? Chill, grandma. Chill, grandma. Chill. Chill, grandma. Grandma creeping. Grandma ain't gonna wash herself. Don't wash yourself, grandma. Come on, chill out. Ooh. So, see, this is what you gotta do. You just gotta bounce back, bro. You just gotta, you know what I mean? You just gotta do something. Bounce back, you know what I mean? So, man, I was talking about, like, polarities. I was talking about, patience. Like, I know the purpose of this. The reason I made this one was literally for patience, right? And it's funny that, again, when I attempt to make a video about a video like that, would, you know what I'm saying, it plays out to where it frustrates the life out of me. So it's all right though. So polarities, right? So like it's something that I learned, like certain things about myself when it came to, like, being big when I was young, angry when I was young, me may not being that confident, me may not being, more outspoken, or, things like this. And nowadays, I don't try to sit within me knowing that that's the things that I used to do, but me recognizing these things in my mind and taking on the fact that I can change what I see within myself, and if it's worth continuing to be, or continue to drudge on this habit of not having the confidence to do things, because it's like for me, when I would hear habit, I would think of certain substances and things like that, and then it would be like, I'm saying, like, what's up with that type of thing? And then I realize is that, I'm saying, the real habits they're talking about is what I notice, at least, is habits that you don't realize are, when it comes to things like the butterfly effect, and how much your anger issues, your patience, your, like how well can you, be something in a situation that puts you in a better situation, a more, boom, what I'm saying, situation, that instead of continue to regress yourself back into something you don't need anymore. I can tell for a fact that I have way more confidence than I used to. way less angry, or at least, well, but working on, this thing, even though through a lot of ways I can know how to like not really give it or show it or things like that. And it's not good because I need to be more open to expressing these things, and it's not always so easy to give it things, like patience and things like that. So I've had the toughest time in my life at times, in the past, being patient. And if I could have just taken a second to not put myself in the situation that I put myself in, things would have went a lot more smoothly for me. But because I had to, go way past my means and not be okay with the cool waters, the calm waters, and things that I know will keep me in the right mindset I need to be in, I would put myself in not that at all, like the worst situations I could possibly put myself in. A lot. It's funny, like I said, to the last 2 videos that I attempted to make, is that I was so quick that like, I didn't realize how much, and like I started to think about how often I actually have put myself in a situation, dire straits, for no apparent reason, or it just so happened to just stumble upon me. Me, of course, making it out, but just so it's like either, what I'm saying, because it's like I put myself in like, but it's crazy because I think I've told that one story, like the dude that crashed the car into the that in, like, it's like in some type of embankment or something. I don't know what you even call it, but it's like it's got this dip and then it's like the slab of concrete with the grate on it, and it's like I said, so it's like it's a ditch pretty much, but you know what I'm saying, like. And he just, put himself right in it, and you know what I'm saying, and like driving, whatever speeds, and doing all kinds of whatevers, and us just doing whatever, you know what I'm saying, and not really realizing, you know what I'm saying, like what I'm putting myself into, you know what I'm saying. But in some situations, it played out pretty good because I realized how important life is, and I can continue to put myself, even though like this was still early on. But so it's like, so like I said, I was working to get my driver's license. This is the third time I've had to tell this story. I gotta laugh at it, man. It's hilarious, dude. So I got this though. So I wanted to get my license, and I wanted it really bad because I realized not only for like work and just going to school, and me realizing that I'd rather have my own transportation to do anything I want to do instead of whatever people wanted to do, and I had to just be a tag along to it. So the vape, man. You know what I'm saying? What is it? One of them TikTok sigils, man. That's one of them. Got the you know what I'm saying, filter. And I wanted to stunt my in the white Saturn, you know what I'm saying? I want to skirt, you know what I mean? I wanted to yeet and skirt, you know what I'm saying, and do what I do, and have some freedoms. And I realized, well, no, so like I said, so I wanted it. I wanted to get a license, and I had this. I knew this one dude, and like I said, I think it's funny how like I meet these dudes like become like acquaintances, dudes I just kind of like we hang around a couple times or here and there. But I've noticed, man, like I said, me being a big person, and then when I was a kid and getting smaller, I noticed as I got older and more in shape, I would always hang out with like bigger people. Like it's the weirdest thing I never noticed, but it's like now that I'm really thinking about it too. It's like he was kind of like, because they're always kind of like big, slightly not tall, but like usually pretty stocky, kind of dudes. Like what I'm saying. And he had the big old pickup truck and and the big old wheels and. He was rocking it, you know what I'm saying? He was doing it. And he had two wonderful women in the back seat, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, come on, man. Let's go and have some fun. And I was like, yeah, no, I won't do that. Because I thought about it, you know what I'm saying? I thought about my people. I thought about my life. That was a good one. And I was like, that would be really cool, but I'm not gonna do it. Because I'm so close. I don't want to get in trouble. And if I don't get the opportunity, I gotta wait to not be able to go do anything and everything else I want to go do. Whether it be just even sit in the car, who cares? I can do that and not have to wait for a bus or whatever have you. And if I go out and sneak out, which I'm pretty sure I could have done, I probably could have, most likely, and I really wanted to, but you know what I'm saying. I didn't, and I was able to get my license, and I was able to go do what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying, and so it worked out. Then there was another situation where I wanted to go hang out with this one chick, and she brought a friend. And I wanted, you know what I'm saying, I was working at this one store, this one grocery store, you know what I'm saying, it's like a little local store. And, it was like 9 or 10 or something like that, get off, you know what I mean? Probably like 10, 10:30, close to 11, probably more, but, wanted to go chill, you know what I'm saying, so it's kind of late. But I wanted to like not go through the cycle of like going to work, going to school, going to, you know what I'm saying, that whole thing, and doing that every day, and not really like going to meet anybody or going to do something, just going to do something else, anything else, you know what I'm saying, than what I usually do. And so I wanted to take it upon myself I would not think of myself at the time as a grown man, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I get that I'm still under somebody else's roof. I get that, but you know what I mean? So it was like dire straits, man. It's like, I think I'm gonna take one for the team, and I kind of did, because I kind of knew, but I felt like in my head, if I would have told them what I was doing, they wouldn't have let me go. And you know what I'm saying? I felt like I needed to take an opportunity to even just go chill with them. Why wouldn't I just go at least try to chill with them? And so it was like one of those things. So it's like, well, I think I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a good idea at all. Trust me. Like at all, because it ain't my house. You know what I mean? It's not, my rules and all that stuff. So that's what that was. And so I get it. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't even, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's good now to chill and not have to like think that I need to be somewhere or do something, because majority of the times, like I said, if I didn't think about it, it probably wasn't a good time, even though it was a good lesson and I can learn from it for sure. Majority of the times, if I was to be patient and chill on whatever I wanted to do and assess, go inside, check in, see myself, do all these things, and then present myself, see who I'm around, and it's even worth being around them, seeing their habits. Like I said, your habits is not always like an external thing. I realize that it's way more of an internal, like your confidence or your is like a butterfly effect when it comes to how you think or do. It's like you don't realize how much of it matters until it does matter. And that's what sucks about life, is that you don't know when it does. But if you really, because you don't know what you do is good or bad, like good or bad, but you don't know how much on a percentage scale is it going to help you or hurt you. You know what I'm saying? How much is it going to do good for you, or whatever the case, or put you in, like I said, in a situation where you're not lacking as much as you used to or something. Like I said, it's big for polarities and big with patience, because thinking that I gotta live for you and I don't, thinking I gotta do something or move quick for you and I don't. You know what I mean? Like, as a people. And I don't mean nothing. And that's what I think I said in the last, like, it's like the beauty of it is that there isn't anything towards you, and I mean the collective of any person, whomever. I mean, it's like there's no animosity or anger or anything towards you, but if I really want to be patient with my life, then you don't matter. You can't matter. You can't. You have to not matter, because if I put myself in a position where you do matter, then there's a lot that is going to be missed, and I can't really give because that alone. So it's like, it's a simple thing where it's like there's only so much time, and watching that pattern take itself off and not being aware of exactly where it's going to lead you. You know what I mean? And so that's why I know patience is something where I can assess if it's worth it, because like I said, I didn't want to take pills either when I was a kid. I wasn't cool with, you know what I'm saying? I could tell immediately that it was not good for my mind. It didn't feel good. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And not it doesn't feel good. It just like, it doesn't feel right. It does not feel like something that I need to have in my system. But like I said, it's not always an external thing either. Like, I noticed that a lot of times, even though there's a lot of play outs with the external on what you choose to do with your life, most of it stems from how you played out all of the other emotions that you probably didn't want to address, that you're definitely doing in those moments, even though it may not, either or you know what I'm saying, you may not necessarily want to come at the fact that it's happening the way it's happening. Like I said, there's many reasons to want to practice patience. I think you need to be somewhere or do something or have to think for somebody or something like that. It's not always easy to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? For me, like, this one is a good one, is having more patience to realize that there's nothing, again, happening. Like, this is not easy to always be able to just and not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy, you know what I'm saying? But it's a practice, you know what I'm saying? I know I don't always have to, like, stare, but, you know what I'm saying, having this patience to be able to relax and be able to check, you know what I'm saying? This is something I work on. I need to work on, because, like I said, I know when I, like, talk to people this is usually what it is when I talk to people. It's very difficult for me to talk. Like when people talk, it's easy, and I can really like listen. And but when it's time to talk, it's like. And so, you know what I'm saying? That's something too, because what if it is just that natural, and who cares if I don't want to look at the camera as well, or looking, you know what I'm saying? They, you know, and it's funny that they say that it's actually with people that try to get you to think that they're telling the truth, or the people that try to like stare into you. So I don't know, but I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but yeah, man. So yeah, I'm practicing patience as much as I possibly can every day. So I then may do more because I realize that that patience kind of like bleeds into my thoughts all the time, or the lack thereof bleeds into my mind quite a bit. And so, like I said, the franticness and the constant. Because I heard somewhere where it was like saying that it, you know, people in therapy that, you know, go in and can tell the therapist all the stuff and can, you know, overthink through everything and, you know, have all of the, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was a nice little eye opener. I was like, pretty interesting. It was like, you know what I'm saying, those people think that they have it all wrapped up, but apparently those are the people that need help the most, because yes, you have all the thoughts, but what do you do with it? You're stressing yourself out. You're pumping the cortisol. How do you fix or play out the situations in your mind to where they don't hurt so much and you can cope with it a lot better, and maybe finding better coping mechanisms and skills and things like this. And, you know, what else can you do other than overthink yourself to death about every situation to where you think now that the thoughts you have are gold, that knowledge is more important than family, people, thoughts, emotions, you know, I mean, like, you know, emotions, or, you know, every other thing that, you know, is maybe more tangible than, because it's like, that's good that this is a driving force, but how can you apply to simple things back in here? You know what I'm saying? It's not always up in the, you know, ethers. And so, like I said, that's a big one for me. Like I said, that butterfly effect thing. It's huge to know. Is it worth all the overthinking? Is it worth thinking about this person or what this action did, or, you know, may lead to, or may do for me, or may not do for me? You know, this and whatever have you, right? But I see too many people get too irate when it comes to situations that they don't know what to do in it. And so instead of them just like being patient and waiting through it and not looking ridiculous through the thing that they're doing, they, you know, may lash out. They may, you know, whatever the case may be that a person does in situations where you need to not do that, and they think that that's the best option to do, when it never, ever, 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 ever is never cool. And it sucks to say, no, I don't care how, you know what I'm saying? It sucks to say. I don't care how scared though, man. You gotta not, because it ain't worth it. It ain't never gonna be worth it. So if you can settle, chill, be cool, lay back, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, not, and you know, if you're gonna chill, at least find avenues to figure out, you know, or not overthink, or, you know what I'm saying, what options you may have other than just overthinking too. Because I thought that, like I said, I thought that was pretty interesting that they brought that up. Like, what do you do with all the stuff that you know? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, knowledge is not everything. So that was something to you know, give a nice nod to, you know. But like I thought it was, you know, I think it's something like, cause I see it said, you know, like I may have said in another video, but like the devil's in the details type deal, right? Like me taking a second to listen to what I'm gonna say, and what I'm going to say, like what I think. So the thing that happens is like I say something like when I was younger. It's not necessarily the thing to say. I don't really have any other mechanism to, you know, worthy of a comeback. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anything to go back on. And so I get nervous or whatever the case may be and just say, you know, whatever, who cares? Or this, that, and it's just a brash and, you know, kind of feeling I rub people the wrong way and things like that, right? Having the wherewithal, like I said, if I was able to have a way of saying, hey, look, I get that that wasn't okay for you. I know I didn't need to talk like that. I get that I tried to make a joke and it may have missed. It may have not hit the mark like I may have wanted to, or I may not realize that it was as hurtful and less funny and more low below the belt than I, you know what I'm saying? But I, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have that, so it was just, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? And it kind of grew into just it always being more, well, apparently I can just say what I want and no one cares because they don't really do much to me and I just tell them whatever I want to tell them. And then boom, you know, things are cool. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that's not a way to go. That's of course not cool at all to do. Like, you got to be able to, like, you know what I'm saying? And if you can't, you know, take it to that place to where you go, oh, right. Like, I'm not doing this right. Like, oh, right. I'm not. Instead of, well, and most likely it was your fault somehow, and I don't know what I did wrong, and maybe you need to grow, you know, some, you know, something. So, and it's like, that ain't it, you know. And if I, you know, I'm glad I'm able to, like I said, recognize these things now. Patience is not easy for sure, dude. Patience is a tough thing to deal with. Like I said, if you can take that, if you can take that second to realize that it's not worth it, you can find better ways, and maybe they don't need to hear it, you know, things like that. I think it'd be cool, man. Or